Hey guys, I'm Audrey Lapier. In this video, I want to talk about faith. I'm filming this on a Friday, and I feel like the theme for my week this week has been faith. It's what I've been learning about in my Bible study every morning, and as I'm going through my days with my children, I'm having these moments where I'm speaking to them and I'm trying to teach them something, and I can actually feel God using that experience to talk to me and encourage me in my faith. So I wanted to sit down and share one of those experiences really quick, because the faith lesson that I've been learning this week isn't just believing that God is on my side and doing good things for me, and not just believing that, but actually continuing to walk out my faith. So taking it to the next level. And so it's faith in action that is actually being my lesson this week. So a story to explain kind of where, like, my thought process or how God has kind of been speaking to me in terms of faith in action. Luke and I were crossing a road area in a parking lot. I was carrying Elizabeth, Luke was walking, and there was a snow plow that was clearing the way, and I was paying attention obviously to where the snow plow was, and he was kind of coming our direction, but he saw us, so he started to slow down, but he still was kind of moving toward us. And I told Luke, don't worry, he sees us, let's keep walking. By the time we get across, it will be fine. He sees us, it's safe to walk, Luke. But Luke got scared, and he was paralyzed by his fear, and he stopped in the middle of the walkway to look at the snowplow because he was kind of afraid. And instead of continuing to walk across the road, he stopped to look at the dangerous situation or the fearful situation. And I I finally got him out of the situation, obviously, and I said, Luke, come on, let's just keep going. Luke, come on, let's just keep going. There's nothing to be afraid of. He sees us, we're fine. Especially if we just keep crossing the road, we will be okay. And in that moment, as I crossed the road and when I got to the other side, I kind of heard God say to me, don't be paralyzed by the anxiety and the fearful situations in your life. Don't stop and look at the bad things that are maybe going on in your life, or the hard things that are going on in your life. Don't just stop and look at them and be paralyzed with fear. Keep walking. Keep getting across the road. Keep crossing that scary situation. Keep walking through it. And you know what? On the other side, it's going to be okay. And it was hard for Luke to hear me because he could his reality was different than mine. His perspective was different than mine. I knew that the snowplow driver saw us and that we were going to be safe if we kept going. But his perception of the situation was that we might get hit. And instead of him just fully listening to me and focusing on me, he stopped and looked. So we took a little bit longer, and maybe he experienced more fear or anxiety than was necessary. And it really hit me in thinking, how many times do I go through a hard situation and use my worldly perspective to look at that tough situation, that anxiety situation, that situation that I need to walk through, instead of just listening to the voice of God, looking to the direction of God, and focusing on God and following His direction and His voice that is just telling me, keep going, keep walking, keep doing what you know to do. It's going to be okay. So that was one of my lessons while I was with my kids, and that really helped me to think about faith in action. I feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person, so I can normally see the bright side in most situations, and that's kind of where my strong faith comes from. But now I do still have times when I can be paralyzed by fearful situations, and focus on them and just look at them and stand like a deer in headlights at those hard situations. And I feel like this week it has been a learning lesson for me, and God has been speaking to me saying, you just need to keep doing what you know to do. Whatever you're good at, whatever I have that is a good skill, the work that I have in front of me, whether it be my motherhood, work that I need to do, whether it be my work as a wife, whether it be my work as a friend, a sister, a mother, an entrepreneur, a creator, whatever that work is, just keep doing it. You have enough things that you can focus on that are good works that you can focus on, that you can keep moving on. You don't need to focus on what's going wrong or causing anxiety or stress or fear. So that was the lesson that I learned this week, and I just wanted to share that because there are a lot of things to fear and be anxious about in the world that I live in the world that we live in. But I think that faith is such a beautiful thing. Faith is such a freeing thing, and faith in God is, it is how I survive every day. The faith that God is taking care of me, He's taking care of my family. His plan is beyond my imagination. His detail in the works of my life are beyond my understanding, so I can't see the full picture. I never will see the full picture until I get to the other side. So I just have to trust that my Heavenly Father is taking care of all of the details. And honestly, I'm glad He's taking care of all the details because there's just too many details for me to take care of. So really quickly, I just wanted to share a couple Bible verses, but I just wanted to tell you, all I did was I went to Pinterest and I put in faith Bible verses. And I do love to sometimes look up Bible verses on Pinterest because they're also pretty. So if I want to share them or save them to one of my Pinterest boards, I have an inspiration board. There are some that came up that I really gravitate towards. Psalm 118 verse 6. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear. And if you just find a simple Bible verse like that, it gives me so much strength when I'm in a fearful or anxiety situation. If I just find a Bible verse like that and I just say it, the Lord is on my side, I will not fear. Wow, that's amazing, that's powerful. And if you speak it out loud, you will feel that power within you, that faith within you strengthening. These are truths in the Bible. You can pray for anything, and if you have faith, you will receive it. Luke 1 verse 37. Faith, it does not make things easy, it makes them possible. Mic drop. So good. So good. Faith, it does not make things easy, it makes them possible. That was Luke 1 verse 37. Matthew 17 verse 20, this is probably a really popular one. Faith can move mountains. I believe it to be true, and I believe all of these Bible verses to be true. And if you just put in faith Bible verses, you will see these for yourself, and you'll find some other Bible verse gems that really speak to your heart. But I wanted to share that story and how God spoke to me through my everyday life. So anyways, that's my little faith lesson from my life this week. I hope you liked this video. I would love to know faith lessons that you've learned or your favorite faith Bible verses. Please comment below. I want to know. I love hearing from you. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys later. Bye!